Alrighty then. So this will be Pentatonic Pathways Part 3. I would have said 3 in another language if I knew anyway, to make that really cool and punctuate it, but here we are. So, alright, we've done position 1, position 2, now we're on to position 3. Just like how with position 1, you know, pushes onto the 5th fret, and then position 2 starts on the 5th fret, or position 2 pushes onto the 7th fret, and position 3 starts on the 7th fret. So, cool little pattern. Always super important when you're playing guitar and learning stuff on the guitar to acknowledge the rules and, well, yeah, the rules and the regulations and the formations and patterns, because it's a pattern based instrument, and the more patterns you can get under your fingers, they all sort of blur together in a way, and then you get more freedom. So anyway, let's look at position 3. Alright, so starting from the low E and working our way down to the high E, we're going to go 7, 10 on the E, 7, 10 on the A, 7, 9 on the B, 7, 9 on the G, then a weird one, 8, 10 on the B, and then 7, 10 on the high E. Curse having to use that pinky. Alright, so there are some shapes in here. There's probably more than I know, but anyway, there's shapes and triads and stuff like that. I'm going to show you some of them so you know what we're working with, and we can look at those a bit later on. And then I'll show you the licks, and we'll look at the classics, getting to and from, what we can do in there, and then we'll see if we can do a big one at the end. Alright, so in position 3, that D shape does actually sit here. We went over that last time, but it's here as well, because it sort of borders between box 2 and 3, so he's in here. Just to remind you of what he's like, we got 7 on the G, 8 on the B, and 7 on the high E. So then our next cool little one here, we'll start on the D string. We have 9 of the D, 7 of the G, and 8 of the B. These cool little, it's a fun little one to play. Then coming up for you, another spread triad. Well, we've got the gaps in the strings. So, we're going to start with 8 on the B, 9 on the D, and 10 on the low E. You strum this bad boy. That could be pretty fun. Yeah, just make sure your fingers are deadening those other strings, keeping them quiet. So that's great. And then of course when we hear if you play your cowboy C chord and move it up so that your ring finger, or maybe your pinky, depending on how you form your C chord, is on the 10th fret. He's also here too. It's almost the exact same as the shape we just made. Of course, you know, in the cowboy C chord we get that open G there, which we can't get here, not unless you want to form the full chord. Which of course I struggle with because I got to use that damn pinky, but it's more the shape we're focused on. So all these little shapes and everything can be broken down, and we can get heaps and heaps and heaps out of them. So anyway, the classic, how do we get into position 3? Well, Very happy you asked. So, we're going to start in position 2. This is going to be a little quicker than some of the things I've shown you. So, I'm looking at using this little shape, that D, to move me on up. So we're going to start on the high E, 7th fret. Pull off back to the 5th fret of the high E. Go up to the B string, grab 8. Pull off back to 5. Then grab the 7th of the G and the 8th of the B. Once we got those, slide them up a whole step. That's my little traveling mode. Gets me into position 3. Something like that, but focus on that. 7, pull off to 5, 8, pull off to 5, 7, 8, slide. And you're just ascending the strings. I think of it like build momentum up. Building, and we take off. Alright, so first one for licks. In position 3, we're going to work out of that triad. So, first 9 on the B string, then we've got 7 on the G string, 8 on the B string, and then 2 hits on that 7. Just playing out of that little shape there. Alright, lick number 2 is sort of like that. More of those open shapes. So we're going to slide to the 9 on the D, 8 on the B, and then we're going to grab the 9 on the G, pull off to 7, 9 on the D again, slide to 10 in there, or just try and grab 10 on the A string, and then 9 on the D. 9 on the G, sorry. Alright, cool. So far. So there's your first 2. We've also got how we got here. However you want to put those together is up to you. Once again, we're just trying to look at how these patterns can stop us from playing just up and down the box all the time. We're trying to think in all directions. Alright, so third and final. I want to take a bit of a look at that spread triad. So similar start there. So sliding up to 9 on the D and then grabbing 8 on the B. Then we're going to grab 10 on the high E. Oh. E, sorry, and then 9 on the D string, 9 on the D string, 8 on the B, 10 on the low E, 9 on the D, 9 on the G, pull off to 7, back to 8 on the B. So that is lick number 3. Alright, now, how do we get from through 1, through 2, through 3? Well, let's use the lick that we had at the end of last time. A little kind of country style phrase. Sliding the 4 on the G, grabbing 3 on the high E, slide up to 7, pull off to 5, then 7 on the G and 7 on the high E, then 5, 8 on the B. Get to that 8 on the B and slide him up to 10. Hopefully without overshooting it like I sometimes do. Alright, one more time without overshooting. 4 on the G, slide up to it. 3 on the high E, grab 5 on the high E, slide to 7, pull off back to 5. 7 on the G, 7 on the high E, grab 5 on the B, 8 on the B, slide to 10. Then we're going to strike and pull off to 8 on the B, grab 9 on the G, and then 2 strikes on the 8th fret of the B string. As always, the tempo, speed and the phrasing that I use isn't the way that you need to play these. This isn't a this isn't like Bible studies, you know, like we're just getting these concepts under our fingers. You know, whatever works for you. Anyway, hope this was helpful. A little rambly, a little misdirected here and there, but anyway, it's number 3. Be on a 4 before long. The 4 is a bit of an unforgiving position, but anyway, get some coffee. You know, let this one marinate in the old noggin, and take your time with it. Catch ya.